All right, peace, we're back, y'all. This part brought to you by Pasteiners. That's right. Go see the Pasteiners this weekend out on Woodward. Just north of 13 Mile on the northbound side of the famous boulevard. This weekend will be the big cruise. Go out and see Steve and Jan and Max and Sarah out at Pasteiners out in the parking lot. Don't pull in the parking lot because there won't be a spot for you. But you wander on up like we did, me and Patrick and Al. Hey Patrick, hey Al, how you guys doing? And my brother Rich. Rich is going. I'm probably going to skip it. But we walked a mile up the road to see Steve, hung out, got us a cool t-shirt, had some hot dogs, made a donation because I'm telling you, and it isn't just because they give me a free t-shirt. I'll tell you, Steve's a brother. I miss the track day thing, not because of the go-kart, but because of the camaraderie and the friendship and the fellowship. Steve's a good Christian guy, him and his wife both. Max and Sarah, too, right? But you get a hot dog and some chips or whatever you want. I mean, she's cooking away with a big smile on her face. And all the money that they take, any kind of donation they take in, it's going to the church. It's going to go help somebody in need. These are Bible-reading, church-going, God-fearing, good Christian people. And so you should go on out to the Woodward Cruise, see some hot rods, and go in Steve's store and check out all the cool stuff in there. It's like a candy store for guys who like race cars and collectibles and stuff. So there you go, Steve. There's a plug for you. Thanks for the shirt. It is. I like how it fits now because I am losing it, man. It's coming down. Oh man. So what are we doing today? We're working on the F-125. We got a nice big list of things we need to do to get these carts ready for Pittsburgh, right? We got really nothing on this side. Change the gear to a 23 from a 22 to a 23 and get it ready for Pittsburgh. That's all we've got to do to the CIK cart. We got a whole host of things going on over here though. Before we foam up the seat, we have the foam in the house and we get the rear seat struts made and adjust the hip mounts for the seat. What we're going to start with today is where the arrows are. Remove the big carbon intake that we made, right? Get that stuff off. And we'll go ahead and check the reeds to see if there's any damage because we've got probably another 4 sets of reeds out in the trailer and see if they need to be replaced while we're in there. Then we'll go ahead and install the 30 millimeter intake, which is here. We've already rebuilt our carb, like we've showed you before. We got our rebuild in for our fuel pump. So we haven't done it yet because we don't know the orientation we're going to use with setting this thing up because we're going to mount it probably in a different place than it was before. But this is our 30 millimeter mount for the 30 millimeter carb, the isolator. So we'll put that on and we'll get out the plug kit and we'll take the pipe off and we put an expansion plug in the header. And we'll put a plug in the rubber boot, 30 millimeter boot. Tighten this down. We'll obviously take the pulse bit off, with the carb and stuff, and we'll go ahead and pump it up with pressure. I believe the magic number is 3 to 5 pounds. I think we usually put 5 pounds in it, and it shouldn't lose more than a pound a minute, I think is the... But usually, we like to pump it up to 5 pounds and wait 5 minutes and it still have 5 pounds. That's usually how it works. But if you have a case where you see it is leaking down, it could be leaking from between the flange and the jug. It could be leaking around, unless you're spraying this thing with soapy bubbles to see where it's leaking from. A crank, see if you move the crank, right, and you move it back and forth and you watch the pressure gauge and it goes down quicker, then you probably got a seal issue. But we'll go ahead and we'll pressure check it, make sure it's good to go, and then we'll go ahead and put the 30 millimeter intake on, or I'm sorry, we'll put the 30 millimeter carb on. We'll probably mount the fuel pump somewhere down in here. We probably have to mock up an air filter on it too, because we had the fuel pump was over here. It actually was on a plate that fit under this Zeus fastener, held the plate, and then the pump was here. Because the seat usually, is curving up right here. right? So this is a big void. But we might be able to get it over on this side over here. We clean up some of this mess we got going on here. But that's where we're going to start. That's what we're going to start doing today. I'm thinking I've got some rubber isolation mounts here somewhere. Let's turn on some lights for y'all. This place is a mess. One day when the snow comes, I'll be able to come in here and just go to town. You know, I want to get all of our motors up here. You just get this place arranged, because this is just a nightmare, folks. It really is a mess. But it's my mess, and I know where things are at this point. Got some rubber mounts here somewhere. I just got done saying I know where everything's at too, didn't I? They are here amongst the junk. Might be wrapped up in, here it is. All right, so we can put a flathead with a little conical washer or something up through the floor tray, and then put the fuel pump down on top of here and put nuts on. I know we've got a couple of these here. Here we go. So we can use those to mount our pump on the floor tray. And we don't so much mind. I mean, like I said, if I had the pump over here before, right over here, like in this area, it's a 2.5 inch round pump, so it was right in this area here. And we went up to the fitting on this side. See, there's a fitting on either side. There's one here, and then there's the one here, folks. It was on this side, so it was probably a 6-inch or longer pulse line. So, you know, it certainly wasn't as short as this one here. But we could move this back here and get the fuel pump maybe right underneath right here. That'll keep it close. Keep all the fuel lines on this side and everything. We'll see how it goes. But that's what we got going today. We're gonna have to get an apron on because we don't want to dirty up our past Steiner's beautiful t-shirt. Once again, 13 Woodward. Go see Steve and Jan, have a hot dog. Tell them we said hey. Tell them RPM sent you. Make a donation. We'll be working on a go-kart here for a little while. We got a bunch of stuff to do from this point up, I think. We probably, well, from here up. Right, we can't run the fuel lines till the seat is in it. We can put an EGT probe on it. We won't flush brake fluid until that's the last thing we'll do. So we've got a whole host of things we can check off here if we get moving. So hang in there, y'all. Part 2 in the can. We're gonna get to working on it. We're gonna get some things going here. Summer's gonna be coming to an end. We want to get these things on the track and get a ride in them before the inevitable. Before Jesus comes to get us up out of here. Godspeed. Hang in there, y'all. I'm praying for you. It'll get better. I keep telling you why.